Greetings everyone, and welcome to my review of Sonic X issue 14. It's time to finish this Halloween two-parter, but first, a recap. Sonic and Tails were wrongfully arrested and sent to a gun maximum prison where Eggman's also held. Meanwhile, Chris, his mother Lindsay, Cream, Cheese, and Vanilla all went to the Thorndike's private island for a vacation, only to find it invaded by ghosts thanks to the talisman being relocated there, and the issue ended with two ghosts claiming the mothers as victims. Well, the kids are doing the smart thing by running away, but they can't leave the premise because, you know. So their option for the moment is retreating to the attic. They hide in a cupboard, and as the possessed mothers are about to find them, a voice calls for them. The kids emerge once the coast is clear. Chris calls his grandpa, who tells him that Sonic and Tails have been arrested because of the Station Square attack. We then move to the heroic duo still in prison. Sonic's starting to go a bit crazy, as you can see. Eggman, however, is not escaping. He's paying his debt by fixing refrigerators and televisions. Well, it's actually a long-term scheme that plays out in the show, so we're moving on. Chris wants to know the ghost's plan. He also figures if the ghosts are here, there's a good chance the talisman's here too, and they'll need it to repel them. They head downstairs straight into an ambush, and Cheese gets possessed. Ugh! This makes Omochao look like a cute puppy by comparison. Chris tries to hold off the ghost while Cream grabs the talisman from the trophy room. She repels the ghost, but the two still need to follow them in order to find their mothers. Maybe that massive light beam outside's a big clue. Sure enough, the two follow the light, along with the ghost, to find their master King Boom Boom hanging out at a tennis court. Back over to the prison plot, the only major thing that happens is that someone wants to take Sonic and Tails away. So once again, we'll move on. Cream walks up to King Boom Boom to ask him a question. Don't worry, she has the talisman to protect her. King Boom Boo wants to fully cross over into the living world, and the key to that is to have the ghost possess a lot of living bodies. He can't rest anymore thanks to all the noise on the island. To be specific, anything associated with the tennis court. The two parties make a deal. If the talisman's return to its original location by dawn, the ghost will return to their resting place and free the possessed people. Thing is, there's the problem of time and transport. Hey, it's Sonic the Hedgehog! After Chris called his grandpa, the grandpa called Chris's father, who managed to convince the president to drop the charges. Goes to show it's good to have friends in high places. Sonic gets the talisman back to its original place in time, and in the right position. The possessed people are freed, and Vanilla changes her mind about moving away after seeing her daughter in action. So happy endings all around. The conclusion was okay. The conflict was peacefully resolved, and Vanilla changed her mind about moving based on what her daughter did. I assume she retained knowledge of her possession. And you know that whole Vanilla moving plot has to be resolved because status quo. King Boom Boo. You know him from Sonic Adventure 2. You also know him from the anime. He first appeared in Sonic's Scream Test. So yeah, it turns out where the talisman goes, he follows. As I predicted. And the reason he couldn't sleep was because his hangout's a tennis court built over sacred ground. I guess the Thorndikes had the same real estate developers as the Freelings. Having Sonic and Tails in prison conveniently gets them out of the way until the end. Remember though, this comic is based on the Chris Thorndike show featuring Sonic, so they got that part correct. Admittedly, I did enjoy Eggman's brief cameo on how he's accepting his punishment while also working on long-term plans. You know, it's too bad we really didn't get a story with Sonic in jail. Besides that freakout bit, we didn't get to see much of his daily prison routine, though that might be a good thing. I'm giving this issue a 5, pretty average, and the prison plot's ultimately padding. But again, I like the peaceful resolution between children and ghosts. The next Sonic X issue will bring us some holiday cheer, and I'll do that issue sometime in the future. Before leaving, I would like to wish everyone a happy Halloween, and be safe. I think Sonic would rather be in prison than take one of Chris's hugs.